Guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I want to share with you my empties for the first half of the year. It's actually just one canvas bag full, which I actually don't think is that much, but I think since I've been in quarantine I haven't been using quite as many products, haven't been washing my hair as much, haven't been doing anything as much basically. I was considering saving this to the end of the year, but I just don't want to, so I'm not going to, and I'm going to show you what's in here today. This makeup look, by the way, if you are interested, is with the new Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette, which is one of their naked palettes and is not naked at all, but is beautiful. I really like it, but I'm just really into like different coloured eyeshadow at the moment, and I just want to try something a bit different. This is actually quite different because usually I use like matte bright colours, and this is a very pearlescent-y, I don't know if I come close if you can see that. It's a very like pearlescent eyeshadow colour, but I do really like it. I've also had my hair coloured because I was in desperate need. But let's get started, because otherwise it's going to be quite a long video. I don't think I've got that many empties, but I've got a fair amount. I'm going to largely just pick up products and talk through it, but I think with stuff that I'm going to have a lot of, for example dry shampoos, I'm just going to leave them to the side for now, and we will talk about those at the end because there is going to be quite a few of those, I suspect. And because I am just going to talk through them as I pick them out of the bag, it is going to be what I finished more recently to what I finished furthest away. Anyway, so firstly I've got the Garnier Ultimate Blends Colour Illuminating Hair Food. This is their goji and soy one. They've got lots of different ones. This one I think is for coloured hair, and I have coloured hair. By the way, I've just had my hair coloured, so I feel like this sort of area is looking a little bit of a strange colour, but typically the more I wash my hair, the nicer the colour, as soon as it's done, it's kind of a funny colour, and then it does get better. So if you're thinking my hair's a bit of a funny colour, that might be why. But anyway, I like this. To be honest, I haven't found a mask that is life-changing. I know some people love Elasticizer by Philip Kingsley, for example. I just think it's okay, and that's kind of how I feel about this one. I would definitely repurchase. I have completely finished. It smells delish, and it is affordable, so definitely one I would repurchase and I would recommend as well. Then for rituals I have two items, both from the Ritual of Ayurveda. This is the Harmonizing Foaming Shower Gel and then the Shower Oil. I use both of these to shave with. I really like them. I would also use the shower gel as shower gel, but the shower oil I save for shaving because I have got quite sensitive skin, especially in the summer. It's the weirdest thing, my skin gets so sensitive on my legs in the summer, maybe because I am shaving more. But these were great, I really liked them. Then a body lotion I finished. This is the body lotion with AHA from Gatineau. This is really nice, but as it has got AHAs, it's important that you still use sun cream over this. I really liked this and I would definitely use it again. This is pricey though. I'd probably buy it when it's on offer. I did really like it. I like the pump as well. I think that just makes it very easy to use, and it was light enough that it sinks in quite quickly, and it was just a pleasure to use really. Hair, I have the Cactus Crush by Lee Stafford. I think I've had this for a while, but I've had a few of these bottles as well. Excellent product, 100% would repurchase. I like a hair oil on the ends of my hair after I leave the bath because my hair can get quite knotty, and I just feel that hair oils really help, and this one is super affordable and just would definitely repurchase. Sticking with hair, this isn't a new product. I've spoken about this loads of times. This is the KMS Add Volume Leave-In Conditioner. Excellent product. This might be like my 6th bottle maybe. I haven't repurchased this just because I have other stuff that I could use as an alternative, but this is my holy grail hair product. I would say if I had to pick one to keep, I would pick this. But I also find that just using a hair oil with a volumizing mist works quite well for me. So for example, I could just use this and this together, and I just have oils and mists at the moment around. If I had run out of everything else, I would just replace it with this, but because I have been sent other hair oils and other hairsprays, I've been using those. But this is probably my number one. But sometimes this isn't enough, and if this isn't enough, then I would also need a hair oil, or sometimes I just need a little bit extra volume, and I would go for something like the Volume and Balance by Charles Worthington, which I love, which is almost finished. And I was kind of tempted to just throw this in this video because, I mean, I'll probably finish this in a couple of weeks, but I'll probably save that for my December or January empties. Then from Great Lengths, I have the High Performance Mask. I had Great Length extensions in for about the first 3 months of this year, I loved them, but they're not in at the moment because it was just time for them to come out, and salons have just reopened, so I haven't had them put back in, and I am actually in two minds about whether I want to put them back in. I love my hair when I have the extensions in, but I don't necessarily miss them when they're not in, so I'm in two minds. We'll see how I feel basically. But this is their hair mask. Again, I really liked this. Probably wouldn't repurchase it just because I feel like it's slightly more expensive than some other hair masks, and for me a hair mask is a hair mask. Honestly, I don't see a huge amount of difference. Lots of people might disagree with me, but that's just my opinion. Molten Brown Purifying Conditioner. I also had the shampoo. Really liked this. I actually probably preferred the conditioner to the shampoo, but would consider repurchasing as well. It was actually up there. I find shampoos to be all relatively average, but that was a great one. And then I also had the Daily Moisture Shampoo by Great Lengths. I liked this. I didn't dislike it at all. I have the 60-second conditioner. I keep my conditioners in for a fair amount of time anyway, so I don't need a conditioner to tell me that it's 60 seconds. Actually it says 1 or 2 minutes, but for me, I kind of leave my conditioner in for like 5 minutes or so. Then the Body Shop Shea Butter Richly Replenishing Shampoo. This is for dry to damaged hair. Love the Body Shop shampoos and conditioners. I don't think people rave about them enough. If you have any major hair concerns, I think the Body Shop is actually a great place to go. If you have dandruff, I think they've got a ginger one that's for dandruff. They just have some fabulous, relatively affordable shampoos and conditioners. I have some Truth on the Glow cleansing cloths from Ola Hendrickson. These were fine. I wouldn't buy wipes, or I very much try to avoid buying wipes. Sometimes it's quite tempting, not for necessarily cleansing my face, but it's great to like have them to like wipe my hands and stuff. I wasn't using these on my face really though, and I wouldn't recommend you buy wipes. Where possible, it's best to avoid them. Let's talk about dry shampoo. I'm gonna be honest, I very rarely buy dry shampoo. I get sent a lot of it, and I will typically use whatever I am sent. In terms of brands, I have 3 favourite brands, and we're gonna quickly talk about them. Collab. Fabulous, really affordable. I have the Glam fragrance and the original fragrance. I seem to remember the Glam being quite nice. I don't even have a favourite scent. Usually, I do actually have a favourite Batiste scent. I can't remember what that is. You might come across that in a second. But I finished 2 collabs. I'm sure they haven't all made it here as well. There are definitely some that just went straight in the bin because I thought, like, how many dry shampoos can I realistically show you? Have a mini Batiste Hydrate. I don't love these like hydrate or volume ones, if I'm completely honest, from Batiste. I think the standard range is a little bit nicer. I have the Batiste Love is Love Fruity and Bright shampoo, which was theirs, the one that they released for Pride. Have the original in Christmas packaging, hints of colour for brunettes. Honestly, I quite like this, especially if you have fine hair or greys, or actually quite dark hair, and you just don't get on with regular colour dry shampoo. I don't have that issue. I find regular dry shampoo okay, I just kind of blend a little bit, but then I do have some lighter colour in my hair, and maybe that is why, although I think my roots remain very dark. I personally like this because I have quite fine hair, so it kind of plumps it up a little bit, but I would say that it can stain your nails quite badly, so just bear that in mind. And I think if you have greys or light roots, then maybe this is a good one to try out as well. This is the dry shampoo, the Batiste Sweetie dry shampoo. I'm gonna be completely honest, if I were buying it myself, I would probably buy Batiste just because I've been using it probably now for like 15 years. I do love Collab, and if Collab was there, it would probably be my second go-to, just because it's also very affordable, but I'm just more used to buying Batiste. And then my favourite higher end dry shampoo, and in my opinion probably the best dry shampoo out there, but because of the price difference I tend to not repurchase it. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day. Honestly, it is in a different league to Batiste, I would say. It's also in a different price bracket, and I go through dry shampoo very quickly, so I would always have a bottle of the cheaper dry shampoo and then a bottle of this, and I would go for this on special occasions. But it is fabulous. It's a great dry shampoo, and actually as a brand I really do enjoy Living Proof. It's far lighter and therefore doesn't leave as much of a white shadow, and it's just a great dry shampoo in my opinion. From Elemis, their Dynamic Resurfacing facial pads. Love these. I have spoken about these loads. They are one of my favourite skincare items. I typically use them before my makeup or sometimes in the evening after cleansing, but they're just great at really like lightly exfoliating and prepping the skin, and they are beautiful. I believe I've got another pot of these, but for some reason I feel like I haven't been using them as much recently. I've been a bit slacking with my skincare, if I'm honest. Like I said, I haven't been trying as hard. This is a mini Orbe dry texturizing spray. This is great, but it is pricey. Don't think I would repurchase it, if I'm honest. I would use it if I had one, so I do like it, but I don't love it enough to pay the price. Soap and Glory, the scrub of your life. Soap and Glory do some fabulous scrubs. This is my second favourite because my favourite is breakfast scrub. I just think it's excellent. But another great one. I typically use this with a mitt because I don't find this to be quite scrubby enough. Definitely repurchase that, but I would go for Soap and Glory's breakfast scrub first. Then I have facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty, kind of similar to the Elemis Dynamic facial resurfacing facial pads. I would probably still reach for the Elemis ones over these, but I think these are far more affordable. This is the Chloris Superior CBD oil drops. Honestly, I got through this way quicker than I had realised. I remember like when I realised that I'd finished it, I went around my house like, hey, who's been using my CBD? And everyone denies it, so maybe I did just use it. I personally didn't see a huge difference. I wanted to believe all the hype and all the claims, didn't really experience that. I had even heard people say that, for example, I get really bad headaches from consuming too much caffeine, and I'd heard people say that actually if you took these, that went away. It just made it worse. I'd probably give CBD another go, but I don't think it's like as revolutionary for me as everyone makes it seem. But do let me know if you've tried CBD and what your experiences were like, because I do know other people that love it. Then this is not quite finished, but I just decided to get rid of it. This is the Velvet Balm by L'Occitane. Now I don't know if I've had this for too long, maybe I have, or I just don't get on with L'Occitane, all of L'Occitane's creams. This one and some of the face creams I find peel a lot on me. I'm gonna try to show you. I feel like I've tried to show you this before and it didn't work. It just kind of goes bitty on me, and I just don't think it's worth it. Like there are other amazing body creams. I've used the bulk of this. It's also really very heavy. It's a beautiful glass jar, but it's very heavy. I've used the bulk of it, so for me it's just time to get rid of this now. I've had it for quite a long time. Probably wouldn't repurchase this though, because it just wasn't quite right for me. Then I have the Clinique Moisture Surge cream. This is like a gel cream. Again, probably wouldn't repurchase this just because I like something a little bit heavier. This did hydrate my skin really well, but I just like the feeling of a thicker face cream. To remove my eye makeup, I used the Nivea Double Effect Eye Makeup Remover. Excellent, really affordable, would definitely repurchase it, would definitely recommend it. Just gets rid of everything really quickly. I finished 2 cleansers. I've probably got some that are very close to finishing but just haven't finished yet. 2 of my absolute favourite cleansers. Let's start with this one, which is the Elemis Pro Collagen Rose Cleansing Balm. The original cleansing balm is incredible. I really don't like this scent. Sometimes like rose gets stuck in my throat when I smell it, and this is one of those products I just don't enjoy this scent. Like, I don't hate it, and I finished it, and if I had another one I would definitely use it, but I just think the standard original scent is so superior to this. But still a great product, and I thoroughly enjoyed using it, just not as much as the original. And then my Holy Grail cleanser undoubtedly is the Omavitska Thermal Cleansing Balm. This is relatively pricey, although so is the Elemis. I think this one is about £50. I have completely finished it. You get this really like heavy glass jar. For me, it's just an incredible luxurious experience. I have just raved about this for years and years. I love this cleanser, and in my opinion nothing compares. Or they do compare, that's too strong. Other cleansers come close, but this one is just for me that little step ahead. Very, very few makeup bits that I have finished. I have finished the Glossier Boy Brow. The issue I find with this is that how do you know when you finished? No, actually I'm rubbing it on my hand. I think I finished. But this is in the shade Brown. I have a replacement of this already. I like this. I don't think it's groundbreaking, but it's a great little brow gel, and I would definitely repurchase that. I also have the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. This is excellent. It's really fine, which I love. I'm just checking if I've definitely finished, and I have. It's really, really fine, which I love, and it's got a spoolie on the end, which I also love. It's a really great colour. I don't like it when my brows are too warm, and this is quite a cool ashy shade. It's actually quite darker than what I would usually go for, but I think because it's so fine you have a lot of control over it still, and it doesn't end up like too dark and too bold. This is in the shade 4. They might have a 5, I'm not sure, but great pencil, would definitely be purchased. I do know that Benefit is relatively expensive, but I think their brow products are superior. And then I also finished Rimmel Exaggerate East End Snob lip liner. I used to love this lip liner, and I had hundreds, maybe not hundreds, but maybe like 15 to 20, which is quite a lot really. I'm gonna try and get it out. I mean, for me now, I would say it's just a little bit too pink, but I think I still have one of these about, and I do sometimes still like to add this and then blend it with something else. With lips generally, even if I don't love the colour, I just kind of add things and mix things and blend things and just make a colour that I do truly love. But that's also like £2.99, and it is a great quality lip liner, undoubtedly. I can't lie, I'm a little bit excited to like get rid of all this rubbish. But this is the Moroccan Oil Light Oil. This is a sample size. I really do like Moroccan Oil. I think maybe it's a little bit topical, and you don't really, the benefits don't seep into your hair in my opinion. Regardless, love them, and I would buy a full bottle of Moroccan Oil like I have many times. I just, at the moment, I think there are other oils that are great and they're just more affordable. Not quite finished, but I just decided to get rid of it. This is Stretch Concealer by Glossier. Really love this concealer. There was a time where I was wearing this basically all over my face, and it is really beautiful if you like quite a dewy finish. And it's a really lovely concealer, especially if you've got quite dry skin like I do. This shade isn't quite right for me. I'm actually really quite tanned at the moment, and I don't tan my face ever, but I have realised that my face got a little bit darker, which I'm not very happy about, and I have freckles, which makes me so nervous because I've never had them. My boyfriend said to me like a couple of days ago, he's like, oh my god, you have freckles, they're really cute, and I was like, I don't think they're freckles, I think they're sunspots, and I just want to wear a hat and just never catch sun on my face. Like, it just scares me so much. But I've been wearing SPF 50 and my face has just got that little bit more tanned, so actually this is a little bit light for me. And also I have another replacement for this anyway. This is in the shade medium, but now they have way more shades. I think this is medium something, medium Mauve 20. It's like faded, so I can't be sure what that actually says. And then my final product is the Elemis Peptide Night Recovery Cream Oil. I like this. Again, I'm not sure it was groundbreaking. I'm not sure I would repurchase it, but it was nice. Oh, would I? No, you know what? I would consider buying this. I did really like it. I feel like it's not quite finished. It's a great one if you just want to wake up with really plump looking skin. So yeah, maybe I would buy this again. I'm unsure. But anyway, that's the end of today's empties. I really hope you enjoyed that. I know empties, I don't know if they're like cool anymore, but I still enjoy watching them. I'm not filming them very regularly, but I think twice a year is quite a nice amount to do it. So thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.